All right, so here's the plan. I'm on a little metal detecting adventure today at a spot I really didn't have a lot of confidence in. I mean, I found stuff nearby. There are camps nearby, but I've actually detected this little stream before. I never really found much, but I thought I'd give it a shot today because the river is actually kind of up. We had a big, not a big rain, but a decent rain yesterday, and it's up about 8 inches or so. So I'm gonna let it settle out a little bit, let a little bit of that sewage and Walmart parking lot stuff wash away. I'd like to give it a day or two. Anyway, I just found a Civil War relic, so I figure I'll try to make a video anyway. Haven't really done any scenes yet. Saw a couple interesting things, but I didn't turn on the camera until just now. So without further ado, we have our first Civil War relic. This is an American Civil War 69 caliber musket ball. Now, I know there are a lot of camps in this area. I've detected them for the past 40 years on land. Things are a little kind of hard to find nowadays up on land, but at least we found a musket ball in the water. Now, that's a good sign. So I'm going to take my time. Last time I was here, I was kind of like rushing around. I don't even know if I did a video, to be honest with you, but we're going to take our time today and just kind of try to just slow down and not just spend it all looking for artillery shells, which is what I normally end up doing, although we could find one here very easily. But we're going to focus on the smaller targets today, like musket balls and buttons and gold coins. What do you say we get to it? Even though it rained yesterday, this little creek's nice and clear, isn't it? So I had another big signal right next to the musket ball, but it didn't sound real great, but I went ahead and dug it anyway. And as it turns out, it wasn't real great. It's a big old I guess it's like a bolt or something. You see it's got threads on it. I think that's going to be post-Civil War for sure. Just looks turned in the century to me. That's where I found the musket ball right there and that bolt. And I got another signal underneath this log. Hopefully there's no beavers in there. That sounds just like that musket ball signal. Kind of a high squeaky noise, but not too big, so it's probably not a can. I know you're not going to be able to see anything, but I'll let you see the reveal anyway once I get it off. There's a lot of bedrocks. I should be able to get to it real easy. Hopefully you can see that okay. The musket ball I just basically just picked up. Oh, not hearing that. It's on. Directly under this log right here, which typically can be a bad sign because cans have a tendency to get... God, I don't even hear it. Since this is going to be a problematic one, I'm going to turn you off, but I promise you I'll show you what it is. Well, I found out the reason why it was so problematic is because the signal wasn't in the ground. It's up and floating in the water. Floating in the water, I mean, it's in that log right there. So it's right in here. So it's probably going to be like a bullet or something because it's giving a nice signal. I don't suspect it's going to be a war log. Although I never know and I can't get it out. But it's giving me the exact same sound as that round ball did, so. That's what that round ball sounded like. So who knows? I mean, you know, it's obviously too small to be, you know, a tree that was here during the Civil War. It could be the remains of a limb or something that has been in the bank for a while and now is washed out. I'm going to pick at it a little bit to see if I can, you know, get it out of there, but I don't have a lot of hopes for that. That's probably going to have to be a return trip with a handsaw. I got my pack today. I didn't think about bringing a handsaw. If we were on land I would have, but oh well. I got a signal here and that looks like that might be a part of a lantern. I thought we'd at least look at that together. Yep, that's what it is. So that's my second keeper of the day. That one round ball and then this. I just found this just a few feet from where I found that piece to a lantern. So there are targets here still. That's probably some type of little buckle cover, I would guess. Definitely, I'm going to say that's post-Civil War. But there could be some good old stuff here yet. Just dug this little piece of, I guess it's like a copper alloy of some sort. And I don't know if that's a lead rivet or an aluminum rivet. But, you know, I'm suspecting this is going to be post-Civil. It's pretty heavy for aluminum, but post-Civil War era artifact. Not digging much else. I am getting a lot of pieces of this like copper wire. It's kind of a thin copper wire. A lot of that in here, pieces of it. And a little buggy right there. I'll just be dead. Look how pretty he is. Oh, you're not dead. Like a possum. kind of cool little insect I want to show you. This fella out. Now, he's dead, I think. But what that is a cicada. Now, earlier in this year, I did a video or two of some cicadas. They're called a 17-year cicada, and a little bit smaller. But this is what we call an annual cicada. They come out every year. Now, this guy's been in the ground for 3 or 4 years as a grub, but every year they come out in the summertime, and you hear them singing in the trees. Now, his life's over, unfortunately, but he probably did his business. And pottery right there. That's good old stuff. There's some glass too. Keep our eye for bottles and things, but it's not Civil War era, but you never know. Kind of still in the gravelly area, and so everything's taking forever to dig, but I guess it'll do that. I'm not sure. Looks like it might be some type of decorative piece, maybe off a car or something. It was coppery. Yeah, it could be 100 years old, but it's not 1860s. I'd like to at least get back that far today. Well, I guess we did with the bullet. Isn't that neat how, well, not for the trees, I guess, but isn't that kind of cool looking the way the stream is coming along and it's eating out this bank and it's exposing the roots of the trees. You got like this 1, 2, and that little grouping down there. And it's been like that all the way up along here. I don't know why there's so much erosion recently, but you see what the tree roots look like underground. Well, if they would have been underground, you know, the bank to the creek would have been way out here at one time, of course. Still not coming up with much. A lot of iron, and I just dug this big brass nut. I found a neat little, like a copper lid to something. See this vine right here? This stuff will scratch you bloody really quick walking through it. I don't think it doesn't really have any thorns on it, but there's something about it that grabs your skin and just slices you. I saw that moss and stuff up in there, and that looked to me like it's probably a spring, and I can see the rocks and whatnot. So that's a spring head right there. So I came up and just kind of looked around, and there's pottery stuff in here. So that is definitely a spring head, and there's got to be a house around here somewhere. So what I did is I started going along the edge, just along the edge down here, and check out what I just found. Okay, you know what that is? That is a Yankee, I believe. Spur. It's broken. That is awesome, dude. Whew. Man, there's got to be a house up in there, but I want to double check on the permission on that side because I'm not 100% that we're okay there. I figure we're okay. We're okay on the other side, so I figure we're okay in the creek. But I also got another signal right up in here. Not as good a squeaker, but it's a pretty good squeaker, so it might be that broken piece. Oh, it's a worm! Get out of there. Kind of like on a bedrock here. I'm just going to turn you off for a second. Let me dig it out real quick. Well, I got it out. At first I thought it was a bullet, a Civil War bullet, but it's too light. Oh, yeah, hey, check it out. Dude. That is, I don't know if that's a lion. I guess it's supposed to be a lion. Or a dog. But yeah, I'm going to say that's probably like a pocket, like a little sheath knife. Yeah, there she goes. There you go. That's pretty clear. It's a lion. So it had a, you know, knife blade on the end of it. That's pretty sweet. Some pottery. Tell you what we're gonna do. Like I said, since I'm not real sure about that side, I'm just gonna hunt this little bank right here, right on the edge. And then we'll get back out in the water and keep moving along. But we'll put this on the back burner and definitely try to get back here once the water season's over. That's a cool little thing right there. That's awesome, man. All right, from here to that tree and back in the water. Just dug a neat little, I guess it's a little buckle or something. Like maybe a suspender buckle. It's awesome. It still works. A good date to the Civil War. Could be later too, but here to that tree, we'll go all down through there too. So it looks like this bank's been washing out, so that should be loaded as well. Had a nice little squeaker right there, and I just dug this disc right there. I just dug these two things. This is a I had to reshoot this though because my lens was really dirty. It looked like potato cam. I noticed it right at the end. This just came out of the hole. That's like the bottom of a cup or something. But nice lead disc here. Could be a flattened bullet, or just a piece of flattened lead that they made like a poker chip or something, or a game piece of some sort. Sometimes the lens gets dirty and I don't pay attention to it enough in my other screen to see that it's all blurry. It was pretty blurry. About a foot away from where I just found that last piece, I just found this. It's brass. I think it looks like it's a, oh, I wonder if that's, no. It's a clip of some sort. It had a bar. I wonder if that's like a ribbon of some sort, like a, you know, 4H ribbon or a military ribbon or something. I don't know. It had a bar going across here, and that's a clasp right there. They're going closed, so maybe it's a suspender thing. I don't know. I've seen these before. I don't know what they are though. So if you do, let me know. Just got 2 pieces of a crotal bell. That's like a little bell, you know, a sleigh bell. I can't tell if that's a real old one or not, but yeah, I'm not really hearing anything else. That's my pinpoint. Look at the water coming out of there. Isn't that cool? That's good enough to drink, doesn't it? Alright. We'll come back here in the fall once it cools off a little bit. I'm pretty sure it won't be any problem getting up in there, so I do want to ask, and I don't want to really be up on land too much today anyway. It's just too freaking hot. That right there is a bald-faced hornet's nest. And they don't normally bother you, but if you were to give that little thing a tap, they'd come pouring out of there and they'll chase you forever. Stinging and biting. I haven't seen one of those nests in a while. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm kind of hiking back to the truck. I went up as far as the next fence, and I don't really have permission on the other side. So if we see anything on the way out, should have watched out for that hole. If we see anything on the way out, I'll point it out.
She'll shake the coins from your pocket, take your gold chain and your locket. Mother Earth has no sympathy. She'll take the ring from your hand and bury it in the sand and keep it for eternity. Mother Earth, she's got